Celebrate good times. Come on. I'm out here in Celebration and it is hot. The Florida housing market is hot. Actually, it's Florida summer. It's just very, very hot. I'm going to put my sunglasses on so my face doesn't melt off. And I've asked my friend Don Sprinkle to join me in this video because the truth is I have never seen a town like this. Celebration, Florida is a very unique market, and the homes and the walkability of the neighborhood is something I have never seen before. And so when I drove through last night, just curious to see what the market is like here, I was completely blown away. And to be honest with you, I feel like I'm in Andy Griffith land. I feel like I'm in Mayberry. And you can see by the flag on this house that patriotism here is high. This feels like an old-fashioned community, and the way it's set up and the structure of these homes, the architecture of these homes is so different than anything that's in my market that I felt compelled to share it with you because I suspect there's a lot of folks that are looking for homes and a lifestyle similar to this everywhere. And if you've been watching for a while, you know that I'm committed to sharing exactly what's happening in every housing market that exists within Florida. And the white picket fences and this home behind me is incredible. And clearly it's very welcoming. And I don't want to say that that's unusual because it's not. In fact, almost every neighborhood that I've ever toured or ever showcased or ever helped anybody buy or sell in is incredibly welcoming. But truthfully, I have never seen a neighborhood where you've got white picket fences and American flags and pride flags on display everywhere. This is unique. And you can see we are off of Main Street. And I can't remember any time recently where I've toured a community where there actually was a real Main Street. But in Celebration, there is a Main Street. And this entire planned community was built out originally by Disney. It was originally planned for Disney employees and Disney bigwigs to set up and max out Florida living to the fullest. But unfortunately, they didn't put a bubble around this thing, which includes air conditioning, because I'm melting my face off. But I'm committed to sharing exactly what's happening in each and every housing market, so don't cry for me. I'll deal with the heat. But check out these homes. White picket fences. The house right next to it has a incredible front porch. You can see it's got rocking chairs, and these types of homes, this type of architecture simply doesn't exist in my housing market. And look at the land. This is incredible. And truthfully, this is a Florida lifestyle that I haven't really seen before. This reminds me of the Northeast. This reminds me of Connecticut. And while I don't think this is Ben Franklin's house, it sure looks like it. God bless America, land that I love. And we're going to walk into Town Square or Town Center. Where are we walking to? What's it actually called?
Town Square.
Town Square. We're going to Town Square. And this town actually has a bell tower. I don't know if you could hear it in the background, but when's the last time you lived in a community that had an actual functioning bell tower? Because I don't know of any. If you've been watching for a while, you know that I come up here often with my family to max out the Disney experience. We are Disney Vacation Club members, and so a few times a year, we get to come up here and max out that experience.
I know you referenced Mayberry. We don't have Mayberry, but we do have Mulberry. That's pretty close.
And here we are at the intersection of Celebration and Mayberry Avenue. And no, I don't care that it's actually called Mulberry. I'm calling it Mayberry because this is Mayberry, best I can tell. All of these homes are walkable. You've got walkability to the local church. When's the last time you saw a church like this? It's beautiful. And the cool part is we can walk to Town Square. And don't think for a second it's only single family homes that are available. There are all types of products and different price points which are available in the Celebration market. And they are all walkable to the school, to the church, to Town Square, and evidently to the coffee shop. So I'm going to have to go get my caffeine on. And I'm very thankful that Don decided to join me this morning because he is an expert in this market. But one thing he was shocked to learn, and I feel compelled to share with you, is that today on my morning walk, and to be clear, I am staying on Disney campus. I am staying on Disney grounds. We are maxing out the Disney Vacation Club experience as a family. But truthfully, I was shocked to learn that Disney has gotten so progressive with some of their interactive experiences. On my morning walk today, I learned that they have a pew pew shooter game, which involves targeting and tagging Bambi. Or maybe it was Bambi's mom. I don't know. And I'll pop some video in so you can see it. But I was shocked and I couldn't believe that they would do something so progressive.
The closest cut in Celebration right here. Right.
You got a barbershop within walking distance. You've got a Hopwood agency. And I don't even know what type of agency that is. But I have to conclude that that's got to be promoting this new Disney interactive experience. And to be abundantly clear, no, there is no Bambi shooter game. I made that up. I was trying to be funny. Ha ha. Gotcha. But I felt compelled to share the truth and play with you a little bit here because the misconception is that the market in Celebration is crashing. But June numbers just came out, and the truth is average and median sales price in this market are on the uptick. And while I suspect at some point in the future there will be a great reckoning, it certainly isn't happening anytime soon in this market. But there's the bell tower that I referenced, and I'm highly curious to see if Quasimodo, the hunchback, is up in that bell tower. But I'd be shocked if he wasn't. But Don, I didn't bring you here just to be a pretty face. Tell me a little bit more about what the housing market is really like in Celebration and the surrounding metro.
Yeah, so like Chris said, the housing market is far from crashing in Orlando. And Orlando is got a lot of similarities, I would imagine, to your market down in South Florida. I think maybe the price point might be a little bit higher. But from the standpoint of, we have about 1,000 people moving to Florida every day. And for Orlando, that accounts to roughly about 1,000 to 3,000 a month of people just coming to Orlando.
Yeah, you've got a high tourist population that's coming in and out all the time.
It's a very transient area. But we attract a lot of people from all over the state, all over.
Well, let me jump in here because you mentioned a transient market or a transient marketplace. Celebration doesn't feel like that at all. And to be clear, I've been coming up here for the last 10 years, and primarily I stay in the Story Lake area. That is a very transient market. There are tons of Airbnbs. There's tons of new apartment construction going up. I don't see anything like that here. This to me feels like a family neighborhood. It feels like people have put roots down. It feels like they are not going anywhere. And there are golf clubs all over the place. There's everything you could possibly want to max out this little bubble that exists within the Orlando metro. But Celebration is its own unique market.
You're just south of Disney property. And like you said, around the Disney area especially can be a very transient area. A lot of short-term rentals, a lot of Airbnbs, but you're not going to find that in Celebration. You're kind of in your own little bubble here. And your reference to Mayberry is spot on because the architects that this was originally the concept of Celebration was developed by Disney. They brought in world-renowned architects, and the feel for it, the goal was to make it like a early 20th century small town America. That's what they're going for. So you coming in and immediately recognizing that and feeling that is 100% spot on because that's what they want here. They want a community where everybody knows each other. If you look at some of the architecture here, it's designed to get people to congregate and to socialize.
Now, both Don and I are tall, but I had to pivot this so you could see the American flag in the middle of town square. But what he said about bringing people together and creating a place for people to connect, this park completely demonstrates that point. And as we've been walking here, I don't know if you noticed it in the background, but there were tons of folks walking to town square, walking to this park, and walking to the shops that we're about to walk to also. And as we're walking into this park, you can't help but notice that the school for this community is right behind it. And I'm going to zoom in so you can see it. but residents of this community can walk or bike to school. And you can also see on the perimeter of the road, there are all types of different products that are available for you to live in. They've got apartments, they've got condos, they've got single family homes. And I don't suspect there's a whole lot of Airbnb in here. In fact, I doubt sincerely that short-term rentals are really a thing here. Am I right?
Yeah, absolutely. This is community here. You have families that have, as you said, they've put roots down and they've established our community. And what's great about this area, you've got over 4,300 housing units in this area. It's a mix: townhouses, condos, single family homes.
But they've also outlawed, there's a restriction. There are no Airbnbs or short-term rentals that are allowed in here, correct?
Correct.
Which is a great thing if you're looking to put down roots. And it's probably not the best thing if you're looking to invest in short-term rentals. But the good news is, right outside of this celebration bubble, there's tremendous opportunity if that is what you're looking for.
Just to give you an idea of the residents here and how much they love this community, what you find here a lot of times is move up buyers that are staying within Celebration. So maybe it's a newly married couple that is just starting out and they get a townhouse initially. And within 5 years, they're moving up into a single family home, but they're staying right here in Celebration. They don't want to leave here.
I'll be honest with you. I had never considered moving to Orlando until I actually checked out this particular celebration market. This is exactly where I would want to put down roots and max out Florida living to the fullest if I didn't live where I live.
Yeah. Every morning you're going to see families walking the kids, taking their kids to school. And the only thing really you're missing in this place is that old time milkman coming door to door.
And I don't often share this, but I feel compelled to share it now. I'm also a weight loss guru. And if you're looking to lose 10 pounds, then just come to Celebration and shoot a video. And you are guaranteed to lose at least 10 pounds of water weight, as evidenced by the sweat on my shirt. And if waterfront living is your thing, you can dock your boat right over there. Now, I hope you found this content valuable, and if you did, please subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, check me out on Twitter where I can never be censored, follow me on Patreon where I go off, and check out my next video because I suspect you will love it a lot. And until next time, peace!